Have I got news for you, as always, entertaining and informative, and having Carol Vorderman on the show this week meant that it was full of statistics and little bits of mathematics, which she demonstrated on air without any preparation. But it was Ian Hislop who pointed out that Rishi Sunak was jibing at Keir Starmer about £2,000 as a hike in everybody's tax. That the Spectator had said that with the Conservative plans it would be 3,000. The Spectator, of course, is a Conservative backing newspaper, the oldest magazine in existence, still running, not for much longer, I think, if the Conservatives get particularly shirty about that information. But Ian pointed out that in the 14 years that the Conservatives have been in power, we've actually had a £13,000 tax increase. I don't know whether he's including the size of people's mortgages in tribute to the glory days of Liz Truss and Kwasi Kwarteng's prodigious package, but it does seem to be a considerable skewing, and a little touch of hypocrisy and exaggeration. Now, waiting lists coming down, and I hadn't picked this one up myself in Rishi's debate with Keir Starmer. Waiting lists coming down, well, only from when they were up higher. Sunak is sounding increasingly like a boy at prep school, and it's madness, really. Maybe not even prep school, maybe primary school. I don't know what he would have gone to before going to Westminster, Winchester, the bank probably. Anyway, Angela Rayner talking about the battle bus with the fridge. Nobody pointed out that the fridge was there as Boris Johnson's safe room. And also nobody pointed out when they were talking about the fun of Ed Davey and how Ed Davey is always good for a laugh, always good for a new gimmick. Well, I'm sure the post office sub-postmasters would be only too happy to wave a flag for Ed Davies' new gimmicks. And on the subject of waving, I was so pleased that Ian Hislop pointed out, no, it wasn't Ian Hislop, it was Paul Merton who pointed out that Farage has still not quite got his salute right. But and that he'd said that he, in the past, he didn't want to spend every Friday night for the next 5 years in Clacton. Well, maybe he won't have to. As for his retreat into into some nearby place for refuge after being splashed with banana milkshake, Paul Merton suggested it might have been with some sort of prostitute, but he was busy with a flannel, and I believe that's called a putana wash, is it not? A putana bath or something. Anyway, the whole thing was rounded up with alpine horns. I blew one of those once. It took so much effort. In fact, it took so much effort on the night I was given the alpine horn that I came back to it the following morning and blew it again and blew everyone's cover. So from that point on, everybody knew where I was. But it was tremendous fun. The alpine horns are staggeringly huge, and it takes quite a lot of effort just simply to get them in the door. But so if there's 20 alpine horns in the United Kingdom, I had one of them. I'm very proud of that. Anyway.